Alright, I'm going to show you how to do an outlet here. And basically the first thing you need to do is make sure there's no power to that outlet, so you get shocked here. But you have to take the cover off and you need to unscrew it from the wall. And you can see these fins right here need to be on top of the tile. And there's a screw hole in there, so you want the tile to clear that. So basically that's what you're marking to, is that screw hole. So if it's right here, and that's where it ends. Same thing right here. That's where it ends. Now I'm going to come back up on this end and I'm going to mark it even with this side. Now there's a little sheetrock joint compound right there, so it's hard to see the outlet, but maybe now you can see the edge of it. Again, you do not want this outlet to have power while you're working here. So you can see, make a mark there and a mark there. And now we're going to transfer this mark to the back of the tile. So I draw lines just like that and transfer it one more time so I can see it on both sides. Okay. Now we're going to go and mark this, and we're going to cut this for this outlet. Okay, so now I just make my marks with my speed square and transfer it on the back so I can see it. Oops, that's crooked. Okay, so here's where the outlet is. Okay, so now I'm going to use the angle grinder to cut this. You could do this on the wet saw too, but I'll show you with an angle grinder. See how I cut it through? I can go a little farther, but I'm pretty close, so I'm just going to give it a tap on the corners. You can see right there, that's how you cut an outlet. Now let's come back in here. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull this outlet out of the wall and stick it at an angle, because when you slide this in there, you want those tabs to rest on top. What's behind there? You want those tabs to rest right on top of it, so when it's screwed back in, it's going to fit right on top of there. And so that's how you would do an outlet. And now the cover will cover that. And obviously you need to adjust it a little bit, but so that's it. Important to make sure that you cut it long enough for these tabs to be on there. That's what's going to support your outlet from not pushing in and out when you're trying to plug stuff into it. Now the thing when you're cutting on the front, if you cut this on the front and ended right here, back here is where it would actually end, because the blade is circular. So you can go on the back and finish the cut out and actually go past this line a little bit for it to get the cut completely. And I'm going to demonstrate this right now. I start with the front first. This is the real nice thing about this saw, is that it plunge cuts, because a lot of them don't. And then you just line it up. So if you have crooked cuts, you can pick this thing up so that you can line it up right on your line. So if you need to twist it any, instead of keeping it straight back here on this fence, you can adjust to a crooked cut then. Just see where it ends, put the blade on it, slide it forward. Okay, that looks good. shut it off so you can line up the other line. You can see right there, and there is where it ended. So now I'm going to finish that cut, and then I'll do these two small ones from this side. You want to go slow. Make sure this lines back right in that cut. Now, I only go about a ½ inch past, because if you go more than that, then it will go past that cut. But you can kind of look to see how much farther you can go and give you a good idea. Like right here, I know I can cut this one more from the back here. So to get that cut completely, I'm going to do it again. Just a little. Now there's not much left in there, so you want to make sure that you cut even more if you need to, and you can just keep doing that a couple times till it finally comes. But this one is pretty close, where I'm just going to tap it. And it fell right out then. You don't want to do that too hard though and end up breaking the rest of the tiles. So just some tiles you can't do that with, and there's some that you can. This one you can. And so that's how you do an outlet cut.